Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about YouTube made me buy it, products that I bought from all the hundreds of thousands of YouTube videos I feel like I watch all the time. That may be a slight exaggeration, but not by much. And I love all these palettes. I'm so glad that I wound up picking them up. Some of them, it took me a while to learn to love, but let's just jump right in. The first two are just obvious answers, obvious picks for this video. I just go ahead and throw it out there. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. Yes, if I wasn't watching YouTube, I never would have picked this up. But I am so glad that I did. It made me step out of my comfort zone. I am now a lover of reds and oranges. And oh my gosh, this shade I just started using this week. Gorgeousness. Like this. If you're a neutral lover, this has really great neutrals, but it has these wonderful pops that you can take your looks to another level. I know it looks like I'm a crazy eyeshadow person, but that hasn't always been the case. This palette has changed my eyeshadow game. Like, because I got this one and I started playing with these colors, I realized, yes, you can wear these colors. You can. You're not going to look stupid. You're not going to look like you're trying to be somebody you're not, or you're trying to be young and you're not anymore, but you're going to love it. You're just going to love it. And these two shimmers are amazing. This Vermeer shade is my favorite shade of life. It's just my favorite. I could do without the Primavera, but I'm kind of trying to get myself more into gold type shades. This one's a pinkier one. I'm waiting for her to do a whole palette of just bolds. Like, I wish she would do a row of shimmers and a row of mattes, but make it all bold colors. I'm waiting for that day. I never thought I would say that, but here we are. The next one is obvious, and I resisted this palette and thought, there's no way I'm going to buy this. I don't need it. I don't care for the company. I don't watch her anymore, so why do I need this palette? But I bought it, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I have nothing against Jaclyn Hill. I just don't watch her anymore. I used to watch her religiously, like so many people do, but I just decided to take all those big old influencers or whatever, gurus or whatever, out of my subscription feed, and I'm fine with it. I don't have to listen to any of the drama. I don't have to feel like I'm less than, or I'm too old, or I don't have to feel bad about myself watching a video from somebody who is young and beautiful and successful and great. But if I don't feel good about myself after I watch somebody's video, then I don't need to be watching their video. So this palette, I have to say, she did an amazing job with this palette. The only thing I would change, I'm not even mad that she didn't put a matte cream shade. I have plenty of those. I don't need that in this palette. What I wish she would have done was put more cooler toned transitions. Like these, I wish she would have put a few pinks in here, or some pinky browns, or you know what I mean? Like, this is a very warm palette. You take away this over here and it's all warm. I mean, it's warm. You cannot keep from making a warm eyeshadow look with this palette. And I really wish she would have changed up some of these shades right here. There's too much of the same going on. There's several, these two dark browns. I mean, she didn't need two of them. That's what I would have changed. I would have added some cool shades. But she was making it for her, for what she loves. That's cool. But I have to say, shocked and amazed, I have loved every look that I have made using this palette. And I didn't think I would. I was ready to hate it, but I love it. Okay, and the next palette, I picked this up after hearing Stephanie, the Daisy Girly, rave about these Dose of Colors palettes. This is the Baked Browns. I have a pet peeve to start with. You cannot close this all the way with the little brush that comes with the palette in it. You have to take the brush out to be able to close the palette all the way. I don't know if mine's defective, if everybody's is that way, but I thought that was just, leave the brush out. We don't need it. Anyway, when I first got this and I tried it, I didn't like it. Just hands down, I was like, no. I put it in a drawer out of the way. I thought it was too pigmented for these colors for me. But I have changed the way that I do my eyeshadow. I'm trying to expand my whatever eyeshadow life. I'm trying to evolve. So I pulled this back out and I love these shades. I love how pigmented they are. They are super pigmented. They are deeper than what they seem. Like even this shade right here is deeper, comes off on the eye deeper than what it seems like. This is my opinion about this palette, but I think these are great shades. They're not unique shades to my collection. It's not anything that you need to run out and purchase, but it is a really good formula. If they come out with one of these type of palettes that you don't have a bunch of shades like, then I would suggest picking it up. The formula is really good. It is really comparable to the Modern Renaissance formula of ABH. You get quite a bit of kick up, but they're really pigmented and they last all day. I really am glad I have this now, but I do want to depot it, but I hate doing that because I'm afraid I'm going to ruin the shadows. Another one was around the time of the last VIB sale. It's the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. And I really like this too. I don't feel like I need any of the other ones. These shades are lighter than what they look like in the pan. This is not a mauve or mauve palette. I say mauve, you say mauve. Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Who cares? Okay. These shades come off really light. Like this one is not this really deep shade when you put it on the eye. See, it comes off a whole lot, I think, lighter. All of them are lighter than what they look like in the pan, except for the shimmers. I haven't even used this one, but I really like this shimmer. It's that like chunky type formula of eyeshadow. But it looks beautiful on the lid. It gives you a really metallic ba-bam look. It's a great cream shadow, a great crease shade. This is a really good, but I would say it leans more pink than it does mauve to me. But I do like it. I've liked all the looks I've created with it. And then the last palette is the Deuce or Douce or whatever by Juvia's Place. This one is really good. This is what I used to create this eye look. And this eye look, I recreated Samantha's March recreation of Babs Beauty World or something. Babs Beauties, whatever. I followed Samantha March's tutorial from another YouTuber, and I'll have them all linked down below, along with everything I talk about and everything I have on my face. But I love this palette. I was loving on this palette even before I created this eye look or recreated this eye look. But these shades are so good. I mean, it's really a whole lot lighter. When you think Juvia's Place, you think Ba-Bam pigment. but these are not like that. This shade right here, Berry Mousse, is such a really, really amazing, like, not necessarily a crease shade, but a transition shade, especially if you're super fair or even my skin tone. This, I like taking it and just laying it down with a fluffy crease brush and mapping out my transition, if I can speak. That's really good. But for a lot of people, I would say that's a nothing shade. This palette is so worth picking up for this shade and this shade, if nothing else. These are gorgeous. This pink, it is so pretty. It's such a really good pink, like lid shade, inner corner shade. And then the other one is like this really cool duochrome. Like this is the pink and this is the duochrome. Look at that. Ain't that weird? It's gorgeous. You could lay this this one down over top of a green shade and it would look different, or a matte black, and there's no telling what it would look like. I don't know. And this one right here is the only one that's really bright and really super pigmented. The rest of them are really pastel and they're just perfect. This one I used today in this look too. I love this palette. I can't believe that I do. And if it wasn't for Angela Nyquist, well, I had already purchased this, but I wasn't sure what to do with it. And then I saw her do eye looks and review it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to pull that out and play with it. And I did, because Juvia's place is really affordable and they have sales all the time where you can get 40% off and 30% off. And I don't know if they have coupon codes, but it's a really affordable brand and great quality. They last all day. They blend well. It's just, you couldn't ask for much better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoy these type of videos. Please like and subscribe if you want to. I don't know what else to say.